Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their second-year quarterback, who was the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner, as most of you know, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Let's get a quick look at the Saints offense.
And they should be set up for a big game. They have one of the hottest offenses in the league. They're coming in riding a winning streak, but we've seen these quick turnaround games really wreak havoc with what you've done previously. Hopefully they simplified their offense, and they'll just let their playmakers go out and do what they do best.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Let's have a look at the defensive starters for New Orleans. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Kill.
Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards, Frank Gore. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, Mayfield. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The numbers for Freeman a week ago. 17 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Going quickly here to Thomas. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a game. Let's go, Pete. Brings up 3rd and 3. It's going to be a long day. Get up.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Aguilar has it. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Ryan will throw again. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 17.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
They go play action with Ryan. And he's got Sanu. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Stay with your man.
1st and goal.
They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Frank Gore, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. Right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
That keeps up
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
On third down, Mayfield. This is caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Mayfield looks to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Grant. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the...
And look at this. It's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. That's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. On 1st down, Grant. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Play fake. Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's right, man.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They run. Devontae Freeman. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top. It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short, racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. This is Grant. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Mayfield now. That's complete to his running back, Grant. He lost 2, and it brings up 4. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Devontae Freeman. Incomplete.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offense guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They're able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. It's caught by Jackson. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
A gain of 15.
It appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver is got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Grant. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. Here's Ryan to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw is Ryan. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd and 2, Mayfield. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Mayfield now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Now Mayfield. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do? Put a man on him. The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing. Change your location.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some of the best games of the weekend come in that 1 o'clock Eastern window, one of which features the Panthers at home in Carolina, as they'll host the Washington Redskins. Then in the afternoon window, all eyes will be on Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, where it'll be the Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. And finally, on Sunday Night Football, we wrap up Thanksgiving weekend with a couple of teams that have gotten to know each other in the playoffs, the Patriots and Texans from Houston. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. As the offense comes out, we put our Madden spotlight on Baker Mayfield. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver is able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
The ball carried by the wide receiver.
20.
A gain on the play.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
Single.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Mayfield on first down. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They run the counter. It's Grant. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, watch the slant.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Evans. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. Reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Mayfield's pass complete to number 13, Mike Evans. Touchdown.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is now 10-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now it's Freeman. And an alley to run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 44, Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 49.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Let's get it.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
He's brought down by John Jones. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
On first down, Grant. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The 7-yard line.
They go back to Grant. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Where the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Returning, it's Benjamin. 12 yards on the return that time.
Let's go. Let's go.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Ryan's pass, incomplete on the throwaway.
How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your eye, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing, Mayfield. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
Complete to Deshaun Jackson.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. They will run with Grant. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Saints first down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll hit Jackson, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deshaun Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point try for Gostkowski.
Extra point.
It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Saints 17.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, he goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just 1 fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. On 2nd and 9, Ryan, and his throw here's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Ryan, he's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. On the completion, Frank Gore. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mayfield down. It's caught by Jackson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Saints on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Mayfield off the play fake. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. This game has been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now this throw caught left side, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. To throw, Mayfield, and it's complete to Antonio Gates. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 22. Mayfield now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And then we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And Walker has it. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He'll look to throw. And he's got Sanu. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. He's back to throw. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come on, D.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant, and he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
On 3rd down, it's Grant. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
1st down, Saints.
Tighten up, tighten up.
He completes it to Evans. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 21-yard line.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big 2nd half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. and that got it done in this one.
So for New Orleans, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.